Lastly, I'm going to open it up for questions. Does anybody have any questions?
I had a question. When you're talking about using the credit card on rent, like I never thought about using it on Airbnb. It makes sense. I always think of it in terms of like Facebook ad dudes like spending shit on it. But do you know if you can pay your mortgage on a credit card, like the one with like a Chase card or whatever?
You might be able to. I don't have a mortgage, so I have no idea. But it's worth asking, right? Like if there's no huge fee on it, I assume if they don't do it directly, there might be a third party that somehow allows you to do it. But I assume there's a possibility.
So sometimes if they charge you a fee, they charge you 3%, it's probably not worth it because whatever
3%.
reward you get out of it isn't going to be worth it. But no fee, it's definitely worth it. And the travel stuff, for sure, you might be getting 3, even 4 or 5 points to the dollar on spin. It's sweet, depending on your card.
Right.
Are those points, are there blackout areas for the points that you use for your Chase card?
So Chase's system works where it's like based on a dollar amount. So if you're booking flights or a hotel, it'll basically just take that dollar amount because they're using Expedia's API. And so pretty much whatever the amount is on Expedia, it's going to translate to Chase. And then you're just paying a percentage of that with your points.
Oh, nice.
What's the best Vietnamese credit card? Sorry? What's the best Vietnamese credit card?
The Vietjet one.
Yeah.
The airline branded one.
You get a Vietjet oil member?
You get I'm a bronze member.
Good foil?
Just to give you an idea, like a trip from like US to Asia in business class will run you somewhere around, and this is one person round trip, around 120 to 180,000 points, which is 2 to 3 credit card sign-up bonuses only, right? So that can be a really, really sweet deal. Particularly if you're trying like 4% redemption, you can get like 10 cents on a dollar for like business or first.
Yeah, and that's just on a normal rate. There are some like big fluctuations, and then there's sometimes when you can transfer points over to an airline, and they have special things like if you transfer these points over here, you'll get a 30% increase on your points, and then you can redeem it at a good rate.
That's
Yeah, that's when it gets really complicated. That's kind of why I didn't touch on it.
You can pay someone to do that though.
Yeah, that's where the transfer bonuses and stuff, it does take a lot more time, and that's kind of why this presentation was geared towards here's the low-hanging fruits that you can do without having to spend all this time like, okay, because a lot of these bonuses are only temporary, so you constantly have to be monitoring it.
Do miles expire pretty quick or?
Some airlines do, yeah. Some airlines do have miles, but there's easy ways like you can buy, I think before I bought a song through iTunes and it was through their platform. And you got 1 mile out of that, and that just added another year onto the miles.
Usually if you keep the card open, they'll keep the points, but there's some like minimum spends. You buy one thing a year, silly, it'll be interesting.
So even with Chase, like if you're wanting to downgrade a card, you can just transfer those points over to your other card and stuff. So
Okay, a lot of times if you call them with their annual fee, they'll waive the fee. I'd say more than half the time they just waive the fee completely for me. Sometimes they'll give you a point bonus, but you have to pay the fee, particularly for the good cards.
Right.
Like
Chase is pretty stringent on the retention bonuses, but it's worth asking. There's really no downside. Like you just call and say, hey, I want to cancel my credit card. They'll either give you the retention offer. A lot of it's based on how much money you spent that year, you know, how long you've been with them. There's a lot of things. There's like some type of algorithm that they're using to decide, okay, is this customer worth it for us to keep and retain for using that card? So it's definitely worthwhile to ask. Normally what I'll do is if I'm kind of like not using a card for a while, I'll call, get the retention offer or ask about it. And if they don't give it to me, I'll just ask about downgrading it to another card. So I'm not closing that card out.
the chargeback benefit is great. I've used that because I don't normally call for chargeback. So when they won't refund me or it's a real problem and I charge back, I've been a good customer for years. No problem. Give me the money right back. No issue at all, which they wouldn't get me with a debit card.
Right.
That's why there's not really like I only use my debit card. I'll take it out of my wallet, go to the ATM, get cash out, and then put it right back. That way there's no chance of it getting stolen or lost. Because if you don't have that, it is a big hassle to get it shipped over to you.
I'm guessing did you roll over from the preferred to the reserve?
Yeah, I still have, I closed down the preferred and just made it I think it's a Chase Unlimited, which is a no fee card. So I had both at one point, but I wasn't using the preferred and I just have the reserve now.
Did you have, because I called about switching over to the reserve.
I didn't roll over, I opened up both. So you can get, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to roll over.
Well, they told me that if you have the preferred for at least 4 years, then you can actually just like do away with the preferred, and you can sign up for the reserve, get the bonus points, and then kind of just you can roll over into the new one.
Right. Yeah, I think that's in like the other part where there is a lot of stuff like that where you can roll it over, but it is always changing. It is always kind of like not constant. Chase has a few weird things. But for me, I've gotten the sign-up bonus for both within a 4-year period. So maybe it's something new that they've done.
If you're starting off going with the Chase cards, because of a bunch of restrictions they have later, start off with Chase because it's harder to get later once you have a few cards.
Right.
Yeah, they have, I think it's the 4 cards within 24 months.
524.
Yeah, 5 within 24. So basically that means you can't open more than 5 Chase cards within a 24-month period.
Apply. And that's not just Chase, Amex too.
Right.
Any of them.
Did you upgrade your flights at all? Or
Yeah.
So the one here I'd upgraded. So book an economy class with money, and then you can upgrade with points. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. You really just have to do like a cost analysis, figure out what the price is of that point, and they're all readily available online. You can just search like cost calculator for whatever points you have, and then it'll showcase like what this cost is. Usually it's around 2 points per mile.
So wait, let me share a trick really quick. You're saying it's absolutely fantastic. When you're at the airport, get like one of those bags of like multi-candy or whatever. It might cost you $6, $8, $10. And then when you're walking in, hand it to the person that you're getting on the airplane with and say, this is for you guys, I want you to share. I just want to let you know we appreciate all the work you do. And you get crazy benefits. Like we fly business a lot, so like we don't get upgraded, but they can upgrade you to business, or they'll bring free alcohol all flight. They will pamper you. They will take care of you for like a $6 bag of candy. It's really worth it. We do it literally on every flight. It's totally worth the $6.
Is there another card you recommend other than because I do have reserve as well, but
I would look at the Amex Platinum and see. I think those are my top 2 cards right now. Then I would say my third one, if you're going to be staying in hotels or if you have any interest in staying in hotels, is the Hilton. One of the Hilton cards that comes with diamond status.
they just changed that. More diamond.
Really?
Yeah, it's lit.
Oh.
Today. It's kind of disappointed.
Hilton's no.
This whole presentation.
I think was that Hilton's merged with Marriott. Right?
No, that's SPG.
SPG. Yeah.
I'm a Marriott guy. He's a Hilton guy.
I'm Hilton because of the diamond.
Do you have a Marriott card?
Free breakfast, man.
Justin, do you have a Marriott card?
Yeah, I got crazy stuff, but it's sick. We get lounge, we get suite upgrades.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
The problem with Marriott, the reason I went with Hilton is because you could get their top tier status with a credit card on Marriott and SPG. It's just they'll get you to gold, which is I don't know, you get like a water bottle or something. No, the main thing is like you don't get lounge access and you don't get free breakfast with the gold on Marriott.
I say once you go with one of the hotel ones, whichever one it is, just stick with that one.
Yeah.
Stick with that one, roll with them.
Platinum Amex gives you Marriott, Gold, and I think Hilton.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because it used to give you SPG and that transferred over to
Marriott.
I love higher hotels, but they don't have enough.
Yeah.
Why? They're
That's the
nice.
problem. Any other questions?
Are you getting most of these cards like while you're in the States, you able to get them sent over, like say on the
So a lot of times what I'll do is I use my dad. I just send it to him. He sends me a photo. And I think there are services. What's the service you guys use, Justin?
First class mail, but that's becoming worse. Some of the banks are not so hot. I use my mom's address now for some of the stuff.
So if you do have a family member you can trust and send it to them, that's always the best because they can just send you a photo of both sides. And then honestly, a lot of the cards, this is just ones I have here. I have other ones where I just don't have. I just have a photo of it, put it in my online, like on my keychain or my LastPass, and then I just use it that way. You activate it and you don't need the physical card. You can also add it to your Apple Pay.
And
How do you do that?
Amex, right when you get approved, you can go right to your Apple Pay. So I just started using it.
yeah, so
When you apply it.
no, I just use my Apple Pay.
But you can use it through your phone.
Yeah.
In Europe, it's all over.
Yeah.
Great.
So I was in Iceland for like 5 days or something. We didn't take out cash because everyone has Apple Pay. Like, and that way you get the points.
I spent 3 weeks in Norway and never had any cash. I don't even know what it looks like.
So
Yeah, there's definitely a way. I think there are some services like Earth Class Mail, like additional services where you're able to send your mail there. they'll scan it.
It's a residency problem. Like they're like, "Can you give me a physical address for your mail? We'll mail your stuff to Earth Class, but we need an actual home for your account."
Okay.
And so it kind of close up. You can also have Google Pay, so if you don't have an Apple phone,
Right.
have all your cards.
Yeah, you can add it to any of those payment.
So you just open up your phone to the credit card stand and look at it.
Right.
Swig top 3 cards. For someone just starting off, they need the 3 card map.
Chase Sapphire Reserve, Amex Platinum, and then like, I guess whatever sort of, if you're looking to stay at hotels, I would go with like whatever brand you like. Try to find the best card in that. Or if you're looking to try to build status on an airline, I would look at that. It really depends on a lot of factors. Like the routes that I live in, American flies very regularly to Miami, and then they fly to St. Louis. So I fly that route go home for Christmas, or just to fly between Medellin and the US. Because once I get to Miami, I can get almost anywhere. So having like a credit card with that American status, or mainly just getting a good sign-up bonus for American points, that's what makes sense for me. So it's going to be different for all of you guys. I would say the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Amex Platinum, and then a third card should be whatever you're going to be utilizing the best in your travel journey, or wherever you're flying the most or staying the most.
So hotels would be the best one, right? Because say the frequent flyer miles stuff would be more tourist, right?
Well, hotels are also they're both diminishing.
What's a good card for PPC spend?
It's the Chase Inc.
Is the best one.
Or Amex Gold.
Yeah, Amex Gold.
And what do they do? They give you 3x?
I think it's 5x.
5 points up to $100,000 a year.
Yeah, and that's not just Facebook. They do Google Ads. I believe they do Amazon PPC, but it's easy to check. Just search for it and make sure that they're doing it.
They're specifically set up for digital advertising platforms, like specifically.
Yeah, so
Basically, like
Mike V was mentioning, if you're using your Amex Gold or the Chase Inc. business card, you're going to get 5x if you put that in your Facebook account or any other.
I didn't know that. I always just thought people were using general mile programs.
No, they have particular like social
Spend for 5x.
So if you're getting 5 points or 5 points per dollar spent, and then you're getting a redemption at like 4 or 5 cents, that's huge value.
Right.
So there's some people who are like doing drop shipping or whatever, and they're making $1,000, but they're spending $40,000 and getting 5 times that in points. They're like, all right, I'm happy with that because they just get to travel for free.
I knew affiliates would increase their margin dramatically with cashback programs.
Right.
Because they were spending so crazy amount of profit.
Yeah, I think even on Amazon you can order from some suppliers with credit card.
If you can't get good award flights, like a 2% or 1.5% cashback might make more sense, but with a modicum of effort, you can get way better redemptions through points. Like so we're talking 4.5 cents on an economy flight, you can get 10, 12 cents in some cases.
Yeah, these guys are doing cashback because they already had so many fucking points. So like, what am I going to do? Fly every day?
Right. Yeah.
Is this something that's just available to U.S. nationals, or are we kind of talking about our other nationalities here?
The easiest one, the easiest one is in the U.S. Canada's probably number 2.
Oh, it's brutal. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but there's not really anything else that's better, like Canada, the UK.
We get like 10,000 bonus instead of you guys get 100,000 bonus and stuff. Because I guess our flights are not close to you, but
It's the bonuses that are offered. Sign-up bonuses are way better for Americans. They can collect the points, but the bonuses are sweet for us.
it would take me 100 years to spend the same amount if I got 10.
It's just U.S. is built on credit.
We're terrible.
I think I'm getting
We're
something
very profitable.
Awesome, guys. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.